Om Shanti, Baba Sakar Murli, 4th of February 2023. Essence. Sweet children, in order to claim the happiness of having all relationships with the Father, you have to remove your loving intellect's yoga away from everyone else and constantly remember me, your Father, alone. This is the highest destination. Question. What good acts do you children perform at this time, in return for which you become wealthy? Answer. The best act of all is to donate the jewels of knowledge. This imperishable treasure of knowledge will be transferred and become perishable wealth for your future 21 births. You become prosperous through this. To the extent that you imbibe the jewels of knowledge and inspire others to imbibe them, you will accordingly become wealthy. To donate the imperishable jewels of knowledge is the most elevated service. Om Shanti. Shiv Baba explains to his Saligram children. This knowledge is given to souls, children of the Supreme Father. A soul cannot give knowledge to a soul. Only the Supreme Soul, Shiva, sits here and gives knowledge to Brahma, Saraswati, and you children, the lucky stars. That is why this is called godly knowledge. God is only one. Everyone else is a creation of the Creator. A physical father would not say that all of these are forms of himself. No. He would say that all his children are his creation. That one has received the part and is the spiritual father. He is the principal actor, creator, and director. A soul cannot be called the creator. It is said of the Supreme Soul, only you know your ways and means. All of those gurus have their own different opinions, and this is why the Supreme Soul comes and gives one direction. He is the most beloved. You have to connect your intellect's yoga to that one. Those you love are the ones who deceive you. This is why you have to remove your intellects away from all of them. I will give you the happiness of all relationships. Simply remember me. This is the destination. I am everyone's dearest dad, lovely teacher, and guru too. You understand that you receive liberation in life from him. These are imperishable jewels of knowledge. These treasures will be transferred and become perishable wealth for your future 21 births. We become very prosperous for 21 births. We become kings of kings. Donate this imperishable wealth. Previously, you used to donate perishable wealth, and you thereby received temporary, momentary happiness in your next birth. It is said, you have received the fruit of what you donated and of the charity you performed in your past birth. You receive that fruit for only one birth. It cannot be said that that is a reward for many births. Whatever we do now, we will receive the reward of that for birth after birth. Therefore, this is now a deal for many births. You have to claim your unlimited inheritance from the Supreme Soul. The best act is to donate the imperishable treasure of knowledge. To the extent that you imbibe the jewels of knowledge and inspire others to imbibe them, you will accordingly become wealthy, and you will also make others wealthy. This is the most elevated service to do. It is through this that you receive salvation. Just see the system of deities. They are completely viceless and follow the highest religion of non-violence. Only in the Golden and Silver Ages is there total purification, complete purity. Deities reside in paradise. They are remembered as being the most elevated. Those who go into the Sun dynasty of the Golden Age are perfect beings. Later, a little alloy becomes mixed in them. You now understand what paradise is and where the deities live. Vaikuntha, brackets paradise, is a wonderful world. Those of other religions are not able to go there. God, the highest on high, is the creator for all the religions. Brahma didn't establish this deity religion. Brahma says, I was impure, so how did I receive this knowledge? All of those pure souls came from up above to establish their own religions, whereas the Supreme Soul himself has to come here to establish this religion. When he enters this one, he names him Brahma. It is said, salutations to the deity Brahma, salutations to the deity Vishnu, etc. So the question now arises, was the human world created through those deities? No. The Supreme Soul says, I give the name Brahma to the one whose body I enter. That one is the subtle Brahma, and so there are two Brahmas. This one has been named Brahma because it is said that God comes in an ordinary body. I create Brahmins through the lotus lips of Brahma. Humanity is created through the one called Adidev. So, this one is the first Baba of humanity. Then expansion takes place. You are now being made into kings of kings. However, only when you break away from your bodies and all your bodily relations will you become those. Baba, I belong to you alone. You have the faith that you are becoming princes. You have visions of the one with 4 arms. That is an image of a couple. In those pictures, Brahma has been portrayed with 10 to 20 arms. Kali too has been shown with many arms. There cannot be anyone with so many arms. All of those ornaments are weapons. You belong to the family path. Brahma has been portrayed with many arms. They think that those arms represent Brahma's children. In fact, there is nothing like Kali, etc. Just as Krishna has been portrayed as dark, so the image of Kali too has been portrayed just as dark. Jagadamba is also a Brahmin. We cannot call ourselves God or the Incarnation. Baba says, simply remember me alone. In fact, all of you Shiv Kumars are saligrams. Then, After you enter your human forms, you become Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris then become Vishnu Kumars and Kumaris. The Father creates you, and so he also has to sustain you. You are the heirs of such a dearest Dad. You now make a deal with him. This one is just an agent in between. Baba is the holy government. He has come to make this government into the Pandava government. We do this highest service. With Baba's help, we change the people of this government from humans into deities. So, we are their servants. We are world servants. We have come with Baba to serve the whole world. We do not take anything. What would we do with all that perishable wealth and palaces, etc.? We simply want 3 feet of land to do service. You children are now receiving true knowledge. That knowledge written in the scriptures cannot be called knowledge. That is devotion. Knowledge means salvation. Salvation means liberation and liberation in life. You cannot receive liberation in life until you receive liberation. We become liberated in life, whereas the rest simply receive liberation. This is why it is said, only you know your ways and means. In that case, it proves that God is not omnipresent. He tells you, I come every cycle and grant salvation to everyone by giving them my directions. Liberation too is included with salvation. Very few live in the new world. Previously we used to say, in this world there is the sun, the moon, and 900,000 stars. The sun comes and exists in the world at this time. Shiva enters this world when there is the expansion of such a large population. There are Mama, Baba, and you lucky stars in this world. The conscience also says that there must definitely be a very small population in the Golden Age. Later, expansion takes place. All of these things have to be understood. You will be able to imbibe this knowledge to the extent that you become pure. When there is impurity, you imbibe less. Purity is first. You sometimes become defeated by Maya when there is still the evil spirit of anger in you. This, too, is a battle. You have to put your whole hand into the Master's hand. Otherwise, Maya also becomes very powerful. The shower of knowledge is for those who have put their hands into his hand. Baba plays his part as the detached observer and watches everything. You are able to understand that you have to follow the mother, the father, and their special children, the lucky stars. It has been explained that you must never stop studying the Murlis. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Night Class, 23rd of December 1958. Look how many spiritual factories, bracket centres, Almighty Baba has. where everyone receives so many spiritual jewels. Baba is the master of all the factories. His managers look after them and make sure that they are running well. Whether you call them shops or hostels, they are part of the Brahmin family. You have to make your life worthy through this education. Here, the spiritual and the physical are both together, and both are unlimited. That spiritual and physical knowledge are both limited. The spiritual knowledge that gurus give from the scriptures is also limited. We do not consider a human being to be a guru. Ours is only the one Satguru who comes in this one chariot. Only when you remember him constantly will your sins be absolved. You receive wealth from that grandfather, and you therefore have to remember him. Never perform actions that are sinful. In the Golden Age, all your actions are neutral, whereas your actions in this world become sinful because there are the evil spirits of the 5 vices in everyone. Here we are completely safe. Baba says, donate the vices. However, if you then take them back, you cause yourself a great loss. Do not think that you can commit a sin secretly and that no one will know. Dharmraj comes to know everything. It is at this time that Baba is called Antaryami, brackets one who knows the secrets within each one's heart. He sees what is in the register of each child. He knows what is within all of us children. Therefore, you must not hide anything. Some even write a letter saying, Baba, I made a mistake. Please forgive me. Do not punish me in the court of Dharmraj. It is as though they are writing directly to Shiv Baba. They address their letter with Baba's name and post it in this post box. By admitting your mistake, your punishment is reduced by half. Here, you need to have a great deal of purity. It is here that you have to become completely virtuous and 16 celestial degrees full. Rehearsals take place here, and you will play your practical parts there. You have to check yourselves to see whether you are committing any sin. Although many thoughts will come, and Maya will test you a great deal, you must not be afraid. There might be a lot of damage. Your business might not do well. Perhaps you would even break a leg or fall ill. Nevertheless, no matter what happens, you must not let go of Baba's hand. Many types of test will come. They have all first come to Baba, so Baba is therefore able to caution you. You have to become strong. Nowhere else do people receive as many holidays as they do in Bharat. However, here, we don't even take 1 second's holiday, because Baba says, you have to stay in remembrance with every breath. Each breath is invaluable, so how could you waste it? Those who waste it destroy their status. Every breath of this birth is most valuable. Day and night, remain engaged in doing Baba's service. Do you love Almighty Baba or his chariot? Or do you love them both? Surely you have to love both of them. It would then remain in your intellects that Baba is in this chariot. You love this one because of that one. They put a stone bull in the temples to Shiva, and that too is worshipped. These are such deep things. So, if you don't listen to these points every day, you miss out on them. Those who listen every day will not fail to give points to others. They will have good manners. There is a lot of profit in having remembrance of Baba. You also have to remember Baba's knowledge. There is profit in knowledge, and there is profit in yoga. The most profit is in remembering Baba, because your sins are absolved with this and you claim a high status. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good night from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence Vedana. 1. Remember the Father with every breath. Don't waste even one breath. Never perform such an action that it becomes a sin. 2. Put your hand in the hand of the Master and become completely pure. Never be influenced by anger or be defeated by Maya. Remain very strong. Blessing. May you be an embodiment of remembrance, who judges whether something is wasteful or powerful, while seated on the seat of a powerful stage. The essence of this knowledge is to become an embodiment of remembrance. Before carrying out any task, be seated on the seat of a powerful stage with this blessing, and judge whether that action would be wasteful or powerful, and then put that into practice. After performing that action, check whether all three aspects of the action, its beginning, middle, and end, were powerful. The seat of a powerful stage is the seat of a swan, and its speciality is the power to judge. With the power of judgment, your stage will constantly continue to move forward in being Maryada Purushottam, a highest being who follows the highest codes of conduct. Slogan. The way to chase away any type of sickness of the mind is the power of silence. Om Shanti.